The 90s throwback you didn't know you needed this early in the year. You're welcome. What's going on, you guys? Your girl Just Coy here, and welcome back to The Corner. I hope and pray that you've had a very good day and that you are blessed and very happy wherever you may be watching this video right now. I don't really know how to properly start this video, but I want to give some kind of disclaimer of a sort before I actually do start this video. I think that everyone's experiences as they have tried to find love are valid. My issue is that at a certain point in time, people do not update their language that they choose to use when they describe their specific experiences and generalize it. Before we get on into that, please do not forget to like this video. Don't forget to subscribe. Because we need more kids on the corner. I don't know what I gotta do. I don't know what we gotta do, but we need to get the word around because there needs to be more kids on this corner, all right? So subscribe. While you're subscribing, do not forget to put on your notification bell so that you never miss when the kids are gathered. Loni made some comments about black men, and as a black woman that loves black men and black love and the black family, I gotta cancel Loni for this one. Not cancel like that, but like at least this part of what she's saying. So recently on The Real, the ladies were talking about the comments that Joe Budden made regarding Kevin Harts, I believe it's his docuseries that's on Netflix, which I did watch. Sidebar, if you guys would like my opinion or my review on the Kevin Hart docuseries, please drop down in the comments. Back to the main thing. Basically, in the docuseries, I guess from that, Joe Budden made an opinion that like Kevin Hart, him cheating on Aniko was a situation of like because he had power or because he had money or something dealing with power and money, some bull. Loni basically went to say that, black men who have money and power think that they can just abuse black women or cheat or whatever the case may be, and that their money and power kind of give them this like inflated sense of power and what they can and cannot do. And I saw it just floating around on Instagram, just back and forth conversation, shade room said, whatever. But when I actually went back and I watched the video, there was a portion of the conversation where after Loni made her initial statements about how black men, just can't seem like black men can't be faithful basically, and like black men cheat, Adrian went to say like it's across all cultures. Loni then went back to say no, it's specific to black men. This is where we now discuss, because this is the kind of conversation and this is the kind of rhetoric and this is the kind of self-hating voice in the black community. When I said earlier that I really can't stand when people equate their personal experiences in love to generalizing it, I mean this. Everyone has a preference or a type when it comes down to dating. With that being said, there are crappy people in every race. You can get a dude that's absolutely trash and he be of the same culture. Or you can get a dude that's absolutely amazing and he be of the same culture. Vice versa, flip it and just say it's of a different culture. It's not specific. Loni, you dated some dudes that were not cool and they just so happened to be black. I cannot help but to feel as though since Loni got her white man, she's doing the same that black men do when they get their white woman. You are now sitting here condemning black men because you dated some bad brothers. Sis, I'm sorry. I apologize. It sucks that your heart got broken by a lot of black men, but let me say something. Maybe because I'm young. Maybe I haven't experienced, maybe because I haven't been through the things that Loni has been through. Granted, of course not. But let me just say something. As a black woman, since I even started the pre-dating thing, I've exclusively dated and had a type, preferably two black dudes, black men, black love, period. That's me. And I can tell you, as many black men that I've had do me dirty, I've had black men do me extremely well. And at the end of the day, I've had men, period, do me dirty, and I've had men, period, treat me amazing. So it's not that I'm gonna sit here and say, yeah, all black men cheat, because I chose to date black men that then so happened to cheat on me. Let alone I chose to date men that had their own insecurity, infidelity, and commitment issues that then cheated on me. And when Loni cut Adrian off to say, no, it's a black thing, Loni, you are the problem, bro. I don't know what black men you're around. I need you to update the circle that you put yourself in of black men that you allow to influence you. I need you to change the circle of women, black women, that you allow to speak to you about the love dating game when it comes down to black love, because your stories are so out of date and out of touch to what's going on. You know how many black women you've offended because they know that they have black men that don't cheat? Do you know how many black men you've offended that have been faithful in over 2-3 decade relationships that have never cheated? You have to be aware as a black woman what is coming out of your mouth. It can't just be because it sounds good. It can't just be because you want clickbait. You gotta think about this stuff, because as somebody, Loni, truthfully, as somebody that says that they are for the black community, you cannot say the things that you say. And on top of that, you want to sit here and say because of slavery, because of this, because of that. Okay. Copy, heard you, fact, all of that is valid. But let me explain something to you. There are people that have been together for decades and have been through their trials and triumphs just like any other relationship. So what you sitting here doing of saying that because of slavery, the black family doesn't know how to get together. There are people that have raised generations of kids together. What are you talking about? You're setting us back. We're moving forward. Like, there are so many black people that will keep us dated, bro. If you continue to talk this way, black people are out here having long-lasting, long-term, successful, completely faithful, committed relationships. We are. And when Charlemagne the God and DJ Envy talked about this, and this is really important that I watched, I forgot which other YouTuber I watched it from, but this is a really important fact that she brought up. The fact that Charlemagne the God and DJ Envy both said, and I agree with this, black men don't cheat. Black boys do. I think it's so jacked up that so many black women do not give men, black men, our men, the room to grow, the room to mess up and learn from their mistakes. As soon as they commit one offense, we assume that they are automatically going to commit a numerous amount of offenses, therefore, that follow. There is such a thing as learning from your mistakes. There is such a thing as progressing and getting better. But if you're gonna jump on the whole K. Michelle train of all men are bad, and she dates primarily all black men, and that's the rhetoric that she runs with, like, that's what you're thinking, Loni. But you're now dating a white man, so this look real jack from you. I would be giving this same kind of energy if it was a black man, if there was a black man in the news that was saying the same kind of thing, that was dating a white woman. And when it's happened, when black men have come out of pocket and have said things about black women, or have said things that alluded to them disrespecting black women, oh, trust and believe, black women came in an uproar. And unfortunately, I feel as though there aren't enough black women that are going to be willing to stand behind black men and say, Loni, yes, there are some men that cheat. Yes, there are some black men that cheat. There's white men that cheat. There's Spanish men that cheat. Any and every kind of man can cheat. Whether he be fine, ugly like a sack of bricks, whether he be broke, whether he have money that he wipe his behind with when he go to the bathroom, whether, no matter what. Okay? Any man is capable of cheating. Anybody is capable of cheating. Cheating is a choice. Stay committed and to stay faithful is a complete conscious choice. You have the option not to cheat, just like you got the option to cheat. That's not necessarily a man thing. Granted, we as women equate their biological primal need to have sex and procreate, sowing their seed or whatever, why they can't seem to not cheat. At the end of the day, there are women who emotionally cheat, which is worse than physically cheating, in my opinion, if you think about it, because emotionally cheating, you can be laying in the bed with someone that you've been in a relationship with for 3-4 years. You've started talking to someone else just in conversation for the last 2-3 weeks, and you're rolling over in your bed, you know, like a giddy little, you know, hiding your phone like you got a crush or something, but you in a relationship with the person you laying next with. You ain't cheating, But you got an entirely new emotional connection and establishment with this other person. Is that worse than you actually going over there and having sex with them? Or would it be worse now if you did go over there and have sex with them because you have an emotional attachment to them? Or is it worse if you just have sex with that person? Any and everyone is capable of cheating. And when I say cheating, I mean emotional, physical, spiritual, mental. I mean all of it, right? Like, we're not just going to talk about the physical action. I feel as though, all in all, like, honey, you've been hurt. It's obvious. The way that you get so easily emotional when you talk about James and the things that he does and, you know, how good he treats you, it's obvious. You've never been treated well. Period. That's just it. You saying, like I was watching another video because I was like, wait a minute. I've heard this lot, like this rhetoric about Loni, like starting to adopt this anti-black speech when it comes down to black men especially. And it was a video where Tisha Campbell was on there. Like, they were talking about, I guess, like singleness or something like that. And Loni was saying, like, you know, the things that she's realized about the difference in, like, her dating a white guy, you know, versus dating someone in your culture versus out of your culture. That, like, you know, it's not necessarily like there's something that they get to teach each other all the time. In particular, like the loyalty that he shows her, that, you know, leaving and being able to come back on the road knowing that he's gonna be there. And she gets emotional in the clip, right? And after that, I cut it off because I'm like, okay, I understand, you know, going through so much trauma, and I believe relationship PTSD is a real thing. Going through so much trauma, you're almost expectant upon getting into a new relationship for it to be repeated. When it doesn't repeat itself, you're now shocked because it's like, I dealt with so much hurt and pain so long, I didn't have to because there were good guys out there. I just feel as though, like I said in my first video when I talked about the backlash that Loni was receiving about her announcing that she was dating James, who's a white man, it's a situation of, like, it's okay that a person that found her to give her love was not a black dude. That's all right. But Loni, what we cannot then allow you to do is to turn around and do the same thing, like I said, that black men do, which is then put black men down, or put black women down for black men. Loni, you putting black men down because you now have a white man. I don't get it. Before we get to the end of this video, y'all see my new rap? This is fabric provided by Cultured Expressions. This is not a sponsored post. It's just free promo. I told her I was gonna do it. It's a print wrap provided by Cultured Expressions in Rahway, New Jersey. Hey, Miss Lisa. I fell in love with this print. She has multiple prints, multiple fabrics. She can cut them in sewing classes. I gotta find that paper. She has sewing classes and where you can make dolls, clutches. She brings her fabrics from Ghana, like herself. I think she told me she goes twice a year and she goes to the boutiques there and she actually brings the printed fabrics and everything else here. Her shop is dope. This is one of the prints that I got. Oh, let me show you what else I got. Hold on one second. So I also got this, which is like a pendant, and I have it on a necklace. I also got this pendant, which is called, it's a symbol, it's called the Duafe. And I don't know where to put it. Look at it. Oh, gorgeous, isn't it? And yeah, I paid $55 for it. Actually, no, it was on sale. I think I paid $26 for it. I gotta ask Miss Lisa again. But yeah, Cultured Expressions. This is not a sponsored post, but I support black women on this channel. Overall in all, though, Loni Love's comments, I feel, were extremely damaging in a way that is not accurately reflective of the relationships that exist in the black community. As much as there are black men that cheat, there are black men that don't cheat, that think it's immoral to cheat, that would never think of cheating, that might feel sick even to think about cheating on their spouse. I think that we need to take the color out of infidelity. We need to take the color out of these bad experiences that we have as women across the board. Regardless of what culture we come from, or regardless of what culture we choose to date, we have the complete option and choice of what character we allow to date. And as many jerks as there are that exist in the world, there are a lot of really good guys. I can personally attest to the fact that I know, have dated good black men. There are some really good black men in my family that aren't perfect, but they're good dudes. No one is perfect. If we as black people, and more so black women, continue to feed and allow ourselves to believe these narratives about our men, about our people, about each other, because it does trickle down, what's gonna become of black people? How are we supposed to show and keep black love if we don't address when people try and make it seem like black love doesn't exist? Or our men are incapable of being faithful? Loni, I just hate to say it, but you just dated some dudes that just couldn't keep it in their pants, sis. They just happen to be black. But all black men don't cheat. They don't. But that's all I have for you guys in this video. I hope that you enjoyed overall. What are your thoughts on Loni Love's comments about black men and infidelity? How do you feel? Do you feel that men across the board are along the lines to cheat, that anyone could cheat? Definitely drop down in the comments and let me know what you guys think of this video. Of course, you know I love you. You know the kid is here for you. So please let the kid know you're here for her by liking this video, subscribing to the channel, and sharing if you care. I will talk to you guys in the next one. Again, you're welcome for the vibes you didn't know you needed. Deuces.